Alright, so the next thing we want to do is capture points, and we can see that I've logged out in onDraw, and of course this is slowing my frame rate down considerably because of all the logs, but I'm trapping points, and every time we hit the paddle I'm bouncing off the paddle. So this is our next task, and then the task after that, and right now you can see I have 2 points. Again, the frame rate is so slow because I'm writing a log every time I come out, or every time I'm doing onDraw. And now we have 3 points, and now I'll miss and points will get reset to 0, and I'll show you that here in just a moment. But this is our next task. So now points is reset back to 0, and the ball went back up to the top. Alright, so, and we also have some incredibly dumb code right there because it's bouncing off of the paddle, but on the bottom. But we'll take a look at that as well. So here we go, back in the application itself. First thing I've done is created a variable points here. It's a private integer. Points is 0 initially, of course. And capturing this stuff or counting points is actually very easy. So what we want to do, first of all, in our wall collision code, we are concerned with regular wall conditions of the 2 side walls and the top wall. If it's the bottom wall, we say that it collides with the bottom wall therefore, because it missed the paddle. So we're going to do something different. Paddle collision is pretty trivial. First of all, if the ball's x position is greater than the paddle's x position minus the paddle size minus the radius, and the x position is less than the paddle's x position plus the paddle size plus the radius, then the ball has collided with the paddle, or actually the x position of the ball is within the x position of the paddle, let's say, or the x width of the paddle. And then to find out if it collides in a vertical way, we check the result of that and if y of the ball is greater than paddle y minus the paddle size minus the radius. And if it is, then we want to select the velocity back to the negative velocity of y. In other words, we bounce off the paddle, and then we add 1 to points. And we just bump points here. Otherwise, we have missed the paddle. And if we miss the paddle, what that really means is we've collided with the bottom wall. So I've grabbed that bit of code out here in the OR and just moved it down here. So if the y position is greater than this get height minus the ball's radius, then we reset the ball. Actually, we force the ball to be redrawn because x minus 1, y minus 1, if they're both negative, if they're both -1, then onDraw just says position the ball and do nothing else. So then we set the x and y velocity back to what they were at the beginning and reset points to 0. And then here is where we're logging out points. So for now, we're really not interested in what points is. We're interested in the actual moving of the ball. In the next video, we will talk about how to capture those points and show them to the user as part of wrapping up our code for this game. Thank you very much.